Welcome to Friday Night Pints. Kevin's not here. I am fucking deal with it. It's brought to you by Revitalyte. Revitalyte is exactly what you need before a night out. I'm gonna smash half of it real quick right now.
Wow.
Whoa, dude.
Wow.
Half before bed, half in the morning.
Keep going, chug.
Bam. You have half at night before you start drinking, half in the morning. Feel like $1 million. Don't have to go to the baby aisle. Don't have to get that other kind of drink that used to be around, like hung over around moms getting their babies diapers and crying and making your hangover way worse. Get it at liquor stores, or you can get it at the Barstool Sports store. It's black label, so you know it's good stuff. You go to store.barstoolsports.com. Make sure you're ready to go on Monday. Basically, this will help erase your weekend. Store.barstoolsports.com. Get the Revitalyte black label. Tweet them or tag them at Drink Revitalyte in the morning after stories. Hashtag Revitalyte Pints right now. Speaking of long weekends, before we got started, Troopz was just telling us that he used to be a trap queen.
Trap queen, yes queen.
Trap queen, trap king.
Troopz said
Trap
that
lord.
you said that your first legal job was a bar manager,
Yeah.
which was why you had a beautiful pour.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I was complimented on the poor blood.
How long were you a trap king for?
It was just like a teenage phase.
You were a drug dealer for a phase?
Everyone goes through that phase.
Everyone goes through that phase, blood.
I've never dealt drugs, not once.
Everyone goes, it's weed, isn't it? Like, you go to school, you're the kid with the weed, like, you sell a spliff to someone. Next thing, it's like, okay, you sell a draw. Next thing is, the class want drawers. Then it's the year want drawers.
Wait,
and the whole school wants drawers.
What's a draw?
Yeah, what?
So like a baggie, innit? So like a free, I don't know. Like when we were growing up as kids, it's changed now because as kids, a £10 draw, so a $10 draw, you'd get like 1.5 grams.
Is that like a dime bag?
Yeah, it's like a dime bag.
Dude, that's like when Kevin interviewed Funk Flex the other day, and Kevin said, like, talking about going to buy dime bags in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And Funk Flex was like, oh man, I haven't heard that term in forever.
Bro, because
because you're rich now, dude. You don't buy dime
yeah,
bags.
he buys Zeds, blood. But it's changed now because now it's like you got
Zeds.
3 5s.
We call
So
them
now the
Zeds.
smallest you could probably buy is like a 3.5. And if you want to get quality, you got to pay like $70, $80 for like one bag, blood.
So why'd you get out of the game? You should have stuck
Because
with
I
it.
had kids, I had a wife. She said, pick the road or pick pum pum. I picked pum pum. You get me? She broke it down to me like, yo, the road ain't gonna hug you. The road ain't gonna suck your dick. The road ain't gonna cook your meals. The road ain't gonna wash your clothes. I was like, facts, bro. You know what I mean?
That's what you said to your wife? Facts, bro.
I actually called the wife, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, hey, mom, big man ting. Like, my mom's not like a big man, innit? But I'd be like, yo, mom, big man ting. Like, it's just how it goes, blood.
Dude, what's the weirdest job you ever had to start?
Oh. The worst
Not
job?
weirdest. What's your worst job? I think you used to be a drug dealer too.
No.
No?
I never sold drugs, but I
Never
did, I
used
was
bother
like
you?
a,
Stores?
The middleman.
I was I was the customer. There was when I was in high school, my friend's dad owned a security company that did all the concerts in Colorado, like at Red Rocks. And so all my hockey friends, we would all work for this security company, and basically we would just run the like parking. And so we would just have to like sit outside for like 10 hours a day and just do parking. One time I did an Obama event, and then I was like in charge of the like where the White House staff would park for whatever reason. And they would come in, I'd be like, they're like, yeah, I'm with the event. I'm like, all right, good enough. And I was just like letting everyone in. And I was like, dude, if Obama goes down, it's
Like
there was one guy that came in, like had a full arm sleeve, and he was like, literally looked like Jason Statham. And he's like, yeah, I'm with the event staff. I'm like, do you have like an ID? He's like, no. I'm like, whatever, bro. Like, just go. But dude, and then
It's only the fucking president.
we used to, since it was at Red Rocks, we used to just wear our uniforms to Red Rocks, and then we would just go in the event because they would just overstaff these things like crazy with like you're like literally, when you do these security things, you're like a living cone. Like you wear like a brightly colored vest and you kind of just fucking stand there, and that alone like controls people because they don't want to like act crazy around like people that are just dressed appropriately. So they would just like overstaff it like crazy. So we would just show up dressed as if we were working, and then as soon as we got in the concert, we would just take our clothes off and we would just go to the concerts for free. And that was the weirdest job I ever had. Yeah, it was fun though.
Are you from Colorado?
Yeah.
Being security would be. I had a buddy who was security at like the Spectrum or whatever it was in Worcester.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And he was
the
doing
Worcester
like
Spectrum.
he
Yeah.
was doing like a My Chemical Romance show or something, and the crowd got fucking crazy because it's a fucking punk rock show, and they all just started rushing the stage. And he's like, I'm gonna secure. Like, I make $15. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
right?
gonna fight all you fucking people. Like, go ahead. Go fucking jump on stage. What the hell do I care?
Yeah.
It's not like when Rolling Stones had fucking Hell's Angels.
The Worcester Spectrum. My first concert was at the Worcester. Remember the Palladium? Was that in Worcester?
It's the same place, right?
It might be the same place. I went to a Papa Roach concert there. For
old
my
were
first
you?
one. Oh, I was young.
This is my last resort.
Just a little fucking. I was like this tall. I was a twig, just getting thrown around.
You think you're the only gay guy to ever go to a Papa Roach concert?
Buddy, I would put money on it. Yeah, I got to talk to Wesley. No, I didn't know that.
It was the mosh pit when you found out you were gay. You're like, "Ooh, I'm getting hard."
Cheers.
I can just picture you just
Dude,
suffocation, no breathing.
It's like, this will fucking get it out of me.
This
It was
speaks
wild.
to me.
It was wild. That was good. What else? What was my first job? My craziest job. I drove a Zamboni, obviously, but like
What's a Zamboni?
It's the thing I showed you.
Cleans the ice
Yeah.
in a hockey game.
It's the thing that cleans the ice.
Oh yeah. That's lit.
That was fun. That was
That's
good.
lit.
I also
You ever
worked.
crash it drunk?
I would drive that thing so drunk.
Dude, I feel like there's
All
never
the
been
time.
the amount of people who've driven a Zamboni sober is like pretty.
We
minimal.
would go because it would be like old man hockey at the end of the night, and
Why?
we'd
Because you
always
just wait? Because you're just waiting the whole game to.
because the last hours of the night, like the last sheet, a hockey term for you, the last sheet, like you'll just drink with the old men, and I just give them like an extra half hour me to go get banged up, and then you hop on, you're like, thing as you go around.
You know what I always thought was super weird when like you're at like a hockey game, like an NHL game, and they're like you can like win like the opportunity to like ride on the Zamboni.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that would be the most uncomfortable thing like
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
all time.
I was
It's scary.
actually arguing about this.
It's literally a
You're just like sitting there.
It's funny for fun for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Like,
and then you're just sitting there while like thousands of people are just watching you sit on the Zamboni.
I do it in front of the high school games like a year after I graduated. So everyone would see me like, it was brutal.
we had one guy at the rink in Fall River who like just regularly crashed it drunk. It was just like it was part of practice. Like you knew practice was going to be delayed 10 minutes because Timmy was going to crash it
Yeah.
into the boards, and then we're going to have to fix some shit.
We used to tie a rope on the vertical auger. We'd tie a rope and we put the rope down back, like going off the back, and we just go out and just whip donuts. My buddies would go out there in their shoes. It would be like wakeboarding on the ice. No rules. It was an absolute blast.
That's incredibly
Oh, yeah.
dangerous.
It's very
fun.
dangerous. I mean,
Yeah.
but you drive that drunk.
It's like
all
something David Dobrik would do. And
Yeah.
Don't
Kill his
compare me to
friend.
David Dobrik.
the
yeah,
originals.
What was your first job, Sass?
My first job,
Probably this one.
No, my first job, I did a landscaping thing with my friends for one summer. We actually made like a fuck ton of money because I like promoted the fuck out of it. And then I worked at a restaurant, which was terrible. That was definitely my worst job. And then I worked at a pizza place, which was awesome, but I got fired from there
Why?
because I like it was like the whole
Attitude.
like. The whole like it was like the whole team like plotted against me basically. I was like, yeah. This one kid I worked with like
oh, fuck this hairy dude.
You were too famous. So jealous.
no, I wasn't then. I was like a junior in high school, and I was like it was like my summer going into senior year, and I started working there in the summer, and then basically like I played on the golf team, which was in the fall, and I was like, hey, like I'm gonna have golf like every day. And then basically they started just putting me on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I was like, all right, like this sucks a lot.
I feel like pizza places are like that because my buddy in high school worked at a pizza place, and at a certain point he's like, dude, it's like they're just like kind of pushing me out. Like I feel like pizza places get cliquey like that.
Oh yeah, no, the people were all like, they weren't even that bad, but it was like the one kid that I would work with, like it was like the two people would man the pizza station, then they also did like subs and stuff. And the one kid I worked with would like come to work like blackout drunk, and then like the delivery driver was like on pills and shit, and it was like the whole
Dude,
thing
pizza
was like
places are
fucked.
wild.
There's nothing more fun than working in like a service industry because everyone's
Yeah.
working.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a contest of like who can come to work today the most fucked up.
Yeah, and I remember being there, and I'm like 16, and I'm like the guy I'm working with is hammered. The delivery dude is like literally like passed out in the basement, and somehow the owner's there like yelling at me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going? I'm like, what could I possibly be doing that's that bad? And then basically I like lied, and I was like, hey, like I'm going to visit my sister at college this weekend. I can't come in, and I like talked to the kid I worked with because he was at the store that day. I texted him, I was like, and he was like, all right, I talked to the manager. She said, you're all good for the weekend. Like, we got you covered. And then I call on Sunday, I'm like, hey, I just wanted to get the schedule for this week. And she's like, oh no, you don't work here anymore. And I was like, what? And she was like, you didn't show up for your shifts this weekend? And I was like, well, I talked to blah, 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 and he told me that he talked to you. And she was like, is he your boss? And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I've been working here for like 2 months. Like, I don't fucking know.
So you got
Some guy just fucked you over.
Yeah.
What a scumbag.
Dude,
But they were like best buddies, so it was definitely like a planned thing.
I remember when I worked at a pizza place, and like the guy was so fucked up that at one point he was cutting in the back, he was cutting like pepperoni or some shit, and he just fucking cut the tip of his finger off, right off, and didn't stop. Like he was just like kept cutting. And I was like, bro, like your finger's gone.
Yeah.
Like the top of your finger's gone. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, bro, look at what you're cutting. There's a fucking finger there. It wasn't a full finger, but it was like, you know, it was more than the nail. And he was like, you're right. And then he just went to the hospital, got it sewn back on, and came right back and went back to cutting. Like, dude missed.
That's the type of guy you want working at your
Like
place.
a hospital player, like who missed a shift for a few stitches.
Yeah.
Like barely missed anything for cutting off his whole finger. But there was a motherfucker there who did this thing that I want to mention in my obituary that I lived through this. That this fucking kid.
That's dark.
I was like 16. I was like very young too, and I would clean dishes in the back. And me and this other guy who was like an old drunk who had the same job as a 16-year-old.
Yeah, that's always the part that's like, it's always weird.
I'm coming in here as a teenager. You're
mean to the
50?
kids.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's probably why they're so mean to the
Yeah,
kids.
it's like, look at you, you've already accomplished all I have. But they'd make us a pizza like towards the end of the night. And whenever we got down to the last slice, he'd always throw it away. And he'd just be like, so we don't have to argue about who gets it. I was like, bro, you just get it tonight and I'll get it tomorrow.
That's some
night.
shit that like they definitely do, and they think it sounds like very wise.
Yeah.
They're just like, dude, we could just eat the pizza.
Like, bro, I just finished cleaning a pizza cutter. Why don't we just cut it in half?
Yeah.
There's a million other solutions other than fucking throw away.
We did it as out of respect.
I don't want me in this child.
There's one thing I've learned.
Yeah.
Always throw away the
I was a
last
bus boy at this place in my hometown, super fancy place.
Is that a
and
waiter?
It's like basically like you're like the bitch of the waiter.
You like pick up the dishes.
You just pick up the dishes.
Oh,
and
it's
stuff.
the crumb down.
Yeah.
Yes.
piece. Crumbs out.
And
Crumb
that
de la
was-
crumb.
Nah, you know when they come to your restaurant, they come and they.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a crumb boy.
I didn't know. You're taking the piss, blood.
And I was,
No, he was a
Boss
crumb
boy
boy.
is actually better, blood.
I was
I like
terrible.
crumb boy.
I was
You got like
terrible at it.
porters, right?
Yeah, pause.
Yeah.
My first job was working for a retreat for priests. And so, yeah, like all the priests who worked at BC, like all the Jesuits, they were called. Yeah, right?
sure.
You've heard of the Jesuits.
What's the Jesuit?
They would come down to this. It's a type of priest, a type of Catholic. I don't know.
It's a type of Catholic. Yeah.
They would come down to this like mansion on the coast during the summers, and it was just this like
dark quick.
retreat
Yeah.
they had. No, it wasn't that dark. I didn't get dark. It does get dark. but
the
not
Boston
how
Globe was
you
interviewing
think.
me.
So I
Spotlight.
worked in the kitchen, and those guys lived it up. They would just eat these amazing meals. They had like more liquor than you would know what to do with. So that's what they would do. They would come down. They can't like have sex, so they would just chill in this mansion and drink. And
I feel like that's kind of fun. Like if you like, it's like nights where you're not fucking, and you're like, well, I don't even need to make sure my dick's here at the end of the night.
Yeah.
I'll just get fucking shit faced.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how drunk a priest
like-
gets every night.
Relax,
A priest
bro.
gets
when my drink,
girlfriend's on her
when my
period
dick
drunk
works,
every
that's
single night.
how I get in trouble. But so I worked that job in high school, and that's actually how I got most of my booze in high school. I would just steal it from the
church?
giant liquor closet down there.
Steal it from the church. That's
I will
great,
not be
though.
going to Catholic heaven.
You're
It's all right. I won't.
It's fun. it's
I know
booze.
some shit, but I would have run from the church, bro.
Dude, booze is poison. I was trying to save the priest.
It was the
They
blood of
shouldn't be
Christ.
drinking that much. They were drinking far too much, and I had to take a little bit off their hands.
A lot of the
always
priests
drunk,
have
though,
it like a little too, like they have
They
it
got
a little
that
too
floss.
nice. Like in my town, like the nuns live in like
A barn.
no, they live in like these fucking mansions. Like they own this entire street, and it's like literally like it's like a resort. It's like a 5-star resort, and they're right on the water.
Yeah.
And
Do you
they
guys
just,
still
like,
have nuns? I was
Yeah.
actually saying recently, like, you don't see
haven't-
nuns
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
I know.
No, they
I
live,
had nuns in my high school.
and they live right near the center of our
you
town,
go
so
to a
you'll just
Catholic
see like a
school?
nun
Yeah.
walking down the
High
street
school.
one day.
It's always funny to see
super
a nun.
weird. Yeah, it's weird.
I went to Colombia like probably 2 years ago. That was my first time seeing nuns in a while, and that airport in Bogota was just ripe with nuns.
Nuns
Everywhere I
are
looked.
scary as fuck.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
Really, really odd.
In South America, they're very godly, innit?
Yeah.
You was there recently, innit? On New Year's, innit?
Yeah. That place is awesome.
Chilling with Pablo's brother. I see you, baby.
Yes. Roberto Escobar, who claims to have cured AIDS. He's like, I've invented a cure for AIDS. That's one of his big claims.
They invented a lot, but I don't know about that.
He's got his Columbia-
And what's he doing? Just holding out?
You know,
Like a
yeah.
price?
It's probably a new strain of coke, bro.
Donnie, didn't you told me a story one time about how didn't you work for the state, Massachusetts, and you almost drowned trying to make it like off the lighthouse island?
Oh yeah, I was a park ranger on one of the Boston Harbor Islands, and then we found out that
look
at
like a park ranger.
low tide, the island I was working on, it connected to the mainland. So this was after work. I had to live on the island, but it was after work, and I was like, I want to go see my friends. So we timed out the tides. I'm like, a low tide, we'll walk to the mainland, we'll party with all my friends at a bar, and then I'll walk back at the end of the night.
Drinking in tides is like the most dangerous.
We did not time the tides out right. So I get bombed with my friends, and we go back, and the fucking sandbar's it's gone. And we're like, we got to get back to the island. And I was like, I think I'll find it. And all of a sudden, I'm in like 12 feet deep water over my head, fully clothed. I'm wearing boots, and I was like, at this point, I just have to keep on swimming. It's the middle of the night, and I'm just like swimming to an island, and I'm like, this might be when I die. But I kept on going, I kept on chugging, and I made it to the other side.
Dude, the tides.
Tides is sketchy.
We have this this like cliff we jump off in Newport, and one time we've been like drinking like for a lot of the day, and we went, me, my buddy, and this girl, and we convinced the girl to jump first, and we jump off it all the time. Like, it's like a regular thing we do, and she'd never done it. We're like, no, like new people got to go first, and she jumps off, and the fucking water was it's probably like 30 feet, and the water was
The jump?
The jump is about 30-foot cliff.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, and the water was so shallow that she landed, and she was just sitting, and she holds up her leg, and she's like, "What the fuck, Chris?" And her leg is just bent in
And it's going like.
and it just fucking like shattered at her.
At least she didn't dive, dude. If she dove,
We wouldn't have let her dive. Like
Okay,
it
yeah.
is too sketchy to
Imagine
dive
she
off.
died. God forbid she dived, bro. Lord have mercy, she got dead.
100% dead.
Just let the tide. You just let the tide take her
Just
out.
jump off those things like before looking are so wild.
I did that once, yeah.
We
I've done
were like,
that.
"You'll be fine. You'll be fine."
Donnie, you did that in your
Saying,
one of your videos.
it's
in
just
your
you,
recent
lot, innit? You
videos.
see us black people right in the
well,
back.
well,
Just do your thing. Yeah, yeah, you go ahead, black. We're black man wavy. You understand?
That is true.
You might not braver than us when it comes to the wild stuff.
Well, yeah, because we need that adrenaline rush that you guys get just every day.
Yeah. When we see police, we go, oh, yeah. Officer. We good, yeah? All right.
When she was like, "What the fuck, Chris?" And she held up her leg and it was like, and he gave the best like reply ever. He like had a beer and he just goes, "Well, I'm not a fucking tide clock."
Very sure it's from saving her on that one, blood. They be like, bitch, you jump 30 feet.
I had a buddy dive in when we were camping once. We were drunk at this river in Maine, and I'm not even gonna say his name here. We'll call him John. We're like, "Don't dive in, John. Don't dive in." He gets wild when he drinks. It's like, "I'm going in the river." It's probably like 1 a.m. Very drunk. He goes and full-blown sprints, dives into this river. We see his legs scorpion over.
No.
I go, "Oh fuck!" I go, "He's dead." I go, "Now the trip is ruined. He's dead." He comes up. I don't know how he lived. He comes up and he's got a mouthful of dirt, fucking grass poking out of his things, face all red. He's like, "Dude, I heard my neck crack a little bit." He's like, I thought I was dead, but that was like the closest
Yeah,
experience.
diving
that's
and
the
drinking is
worst.
not a good combo.
Bro, I was at a party once in Nantucket where someone dove. It was like a crazy party. Someone dove into the pool and did break their neck.
Oh
Yep.
shit!
And
Pools
they
are
got
sketchy.
booed.
Oh, broken neck and boobs.
Just going,
As the ambulance picked him up, it was like, boo! Like, you really sucked the wind out of this party, dude.
Like 1.1.
They had one of those at they had one of those at Fire Island 2 years ago. Someone drowned in the pool at like high tea, like this party where everyone was dancing, and like he was like floating there, and people were just like dancing around him.
People
People are so fucked. They
It
probably
was
just think
fucking
he's dead. Like,
nuts.
He died?
He died.
They just party with a dead body.
They kept the party going. They were like fished him out and
Yeah,
kept
they
it
see
going.
Weekend at Bernie's.
That's fucked. That would suck. That was
I've never seen that
That
movie.
wasn't
Is it
party. Well, at
good?
least he didn't know he was dead.
I don't think I've seen it either. I just know that they party with a dead guy.
I've never seen Weekend at Bernie's.
No, I've seen like clips. I've never.
It's like that's a movie
place in
that
Florida,
everyone
right?
knows that
Aren't
no
they?
one's seen.
No, those are the Hamptons. Whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, there was Weekend at
Long
Bernie's
Island.
too.
Yeah, it's the very end of Long
learning.
Island.
See, I'm learning, blood.
It's very nice there. Just check it out.
Yeah, I want to go summertime, like.
Is it
know
weird
what I
that
mean?
all the towns?
Do you like the
in
beach?
The beach?
Yeah.
I'm black, bro. I love that shit.
I was gonna say the opposite.
I thought it was the opposite.
But no, all right, sweet.
Nah, I don't like going in the sea,
Oh, okay. all
but
right.
I like the beach, blood.
Nice.
Catch me catching a suntan. I don't even need a tan, blood. But yeah.
Where do you
You're
go to the
welcome.
beach
You're welcome up in
England?
Massachusetts.
Have they got a beach in Massachusetts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They got
Lots
some
of
nice
very nice
beaches.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cape Cod.
Cape Cod, dude.
Horseneck,
They got beaches
I live
pretty
on the
close to
coast.
here.
Yeah.
Sweat
right.
Beach, and Rent
Yeah,
the
there's
House.
I swear there's a beach in Brooklyn.
Rockaway
is,
Beach
Rockaway.
isn't that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's cool. I mean, if you look too closely at the sand, you see like condom wrappers and blunt wraps and coke baggies. But like once you're in the water, it's
So
a
it's
nice
like Brighton Beach, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like mine. Brighton Beach, but we got that beach has got pebbles, bro.
That's the worst.
The one in
It's the
Miami.
worst, blood.
Yeah.
Nah, the one in Brighton.
Oh, okay.
What,
'cause
Miami
there's-
Beach has pebbles.
No, there's a Brighton Beach in Miami.
Oh, is
it's
it?
the Russian area, I think,
Oh,
and it's
shit.
just like you go to a beach like in Florida, and it's just all
Yeah.
Russians.
I hate how
shit.
I hate how everything
was
in
what Haitians
England
done.
is like just
Yeah,
we
I
just
know. There's just a
renamed it.
random
America.
I was
community
just
of
gonna say
Russians
that.
too.
It's so annoying.
All the towns in New England are just named after your
It's
town.
so annoying.
Yeah, yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
it? Because you've got Manchester.
Boston.
Yes, New.
We've got a place called Boston.
Yeah.
Hull?
Hull, yeah. My parents live in Hull.
I mean, the whole area is literally called New England.
Fuck it. Yeah, New England, that's true.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all named.
It's just so
Worcester
annoying.
is a city for New York to be named after it. Like,
Yeah.
like, come on. I feel like we should be New something cool. Like, New York should be New London, not New York.
But even then, dude, like imagine
No, but
if
that
you
sounds
were
kind
on
of
a...
dead. New London.
Yeah, but also
Actually,
New York's too
New
big
London,
to be named
Connecticut.
after another.
There is New London.
Yeah.
Is it?
Anything
Oh, yeah.
in England, I guarantee you, there's
Connecticut.
somewhere in the states that
There's
are
a
named
New.
it. Almost every single one. But dude, think about it. If you went across the ocean for 6 months and you got there, and
3
they were-
months.
whatever,
It's long.
Sure.
and you get there,
Wait, it takes 3 months.
It used to.
Oh.
They used to hop on a boat and be on a boat for like 2 to 3 months, and they'd be in these like small, shitty containers where everything smells like poop. It's
yeah, right. Imagine you go through all
half
that.
the people on
and
the
you-
boat would die.
Imagine you do all that and you get there and they're like, "What do you want to call the place?" And then you just like reuse the name. You could have done whatever you wanted.
Yeah,
Creativity
you
probably
could've
isn't
named
at
the
the top
town
of their
after
mind
yourself,
at
but
the
they
time,
always would
though.
name it after the king or whatever because they
Yeah.
like,
That's
had to
St.
pay
Louis.
homage.
That's after King Louis.
They're probably like, name it whatever
King
the
Louis
fuck you
III,
want. I need a
I think
glass
it
of
is.
Oh,
water.
yeah, didn't we buy that
Carolina was named after some Queen Caroline, maybe?
Maybe.
Actually, was there a Queen Caroline?
just make
I'm not
that
sure.
up?
I'm not sure about that. I know
with
there's
our
Elizabeth.
friends.
Yeah. Guessing history.
I don't know why.
And also don't take the vaccine if you're
Georgia?
21 or younger.
Named after King George.
Yeah, King George. Yeah. That's true. It's mad. But the only thing you're different is you put the Saint in front of it. So like Saint Louis
Yeah.
and stuff like
And then
that.
out
We
in
won't have
Cali,
like
you got
that. The
all
only
the
thing we've got
Saints.
is the only thing I can think on top of my head is St. Ives. That's the only one.
The hand cream?
That's a 40, right?
Nah, but there's a place in England called St.
Oh, it's a
Ives.
42, right?
Yeah, there's a place in England called St. Ives.
Is a 40. I haven't drank
where
a
is
40 in
England
so
in
long.
relation to America?
So, what do you mean? On the map?
Yeah.
So you're here,
It's
and
more
then we're
north.
here.
But I remember
So
I was
you
in
got
Portugal.
so when I fly back and I put the map on, it's like I'm New York, so it's like I go like that.
Yeah,
And then if you go there, you go to like Paris. So like you have to go kind of up. So like we're kind of level with Canada.
That's what's crazy.
You
You
get
go
me?
to the
So-
beach.
Yeah, so it's
too
crazy.
cold for me.
No, but the thing is, the UK in general is warmer than New England year round, but that's because of the Gulf current.
Yeah, there's something with the
Gulf Stream.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
they
don't
have,
get
like,
as cold. We don't get winters like New York and Boston.
So
the
they have just a
minuses,
lower-
the snow. We don't get that.
Yeah, they have
we just get like we'll get
Rain.
snow once every 4 years, blood.
So it's like
Not every year, bro.
It
Yeah,
won't
you're
get
in Canada.
It won't get as hot.
we're
It's at the
level with
same
Canada.
longitude because
I
of
like
the
this. I'm
Gulf
just learning about
Stream.
geography.
It's crazy.
You know, because
Yeah.
it's way high up, but the winters there won't be as cold,
Yeah,
and the
because
summers won't be as warm. So
Something
that's
about
why
the
it's
European peninsula is different to the on this side of the border.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So like you see like with like Miami and that's very similar to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Because Jamaica's right underneath it, Cuba and all that, that's right there. So they've got the same kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
And you got South America and then man have it. That's
Yeah.
why LA and then man Mexico, that's all hot. When you go
Yeah.
up here now, it's all cold. You go across, you got Greenland and then man there. You got fucking when you go up, come across, you got what's that fuck on top of man? It's Greenland. and then you
Greenland,
got
Iceland.
Iceland and then man there, and then you come down. And then you have Scotland, and then you have, but that's the British Isles.
I think if you follow the exact line from like basically Boston, you go like straight
Yeah,
into
from
Portugal.
Boston you go.
Yeah.
No, Portugal.
Nah,
maybe New.
No,
when I was in
Portugal's
Portugal,
lower.
They said it was New Hampshire.
No, Portugal's lower because
Yeah.
straight takes you to France.
Oh.
Straight from America is
Yeah,
the
but
straight
what? But
line
France is
France.
behind.
But you
Really?
can't just say
Nah, because
straight from
France-
America.
alright,
It's
so
a
like
large
England, so like
country.
this is England. So England's there, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Canada's
New York's
there.
a flashlight.
Yeah, Canada's there. New York's like
Yeah.
there. So I go like that when I travel. Then you've
Yeah.
got France here.
Yeah.
And Spain's like here, you got
Yeah.
Portugal, then over here you got like Amsterdam and them thing there, then you got like Denmark,
Yeah.
and that's when you go down and you got like all the Balkans.
Yeah.
So you got like the Polish and them and the Latvians,
Slovakians.
Slovakians,
The Balkans
them man
isn't
there.
the Balkans isn't Poland and
Now the Balkans is like
Latvia, that's-
Albania and them man there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eastern European is them man there. There's so many different things in Europe, it's mad, bro.
I want to check out Portugal.
There's a lot of countries.
There's a lot. Europe is big, bro.
Talking maps. I love talking maps.
Dude, I'm so fucked up on maps. I love maps.
And the currents on the West Coast are way colder, so San Diego is so low, but the water there is normally pretty cold.
Yeah.
Because the water in Jamaica is fucking
Compared to
boiling.
Really?
Boiling
Yeah.
blood, boiling. You get in that
It-
water, yeah?
it
But
gets
now you're in
almost
the
too
water
hot.
like, yeah,
I was in,
I ain't getting out of the water.
Yeah.
So night time you're in the water, the water's beautiful. We ain't got no crocodile, no piranha, no shark, none of them fuck me, blood. You get jellyfish and them thing there. And
Jellyfish things.
Yeah, them thing, but you're not no shark and crocodile and you have to, yo, if I go too deep, man's gonna, you understand, you're gonna see a shark come do. None of that blood, like, you understand? We are exotic, but you see some pink fish and some green and blue and yellows and, you know what I mean? Like, I remember, you sweat in the water, bro.
Yeah,
sweat
no,
in
it's like a
blood.
hot bath.
It
I
is
would
like a
love
hot
to go
bath,
there.
bro.
That's
No,
It's
even
ridiculous.
I swam in
And the
South
sand.
Carolina
Yeah,
over
and you got the
Labor
sand.
Day. It was
So, like,
too hot.
When you go, like, when you first go in, bro, you have to go deep to like stop feeling sand on your feet, bro.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. Hottest thing I've ever been in. It's,
I like the
but
cold
it's
water
amazing.
though. I'm sure you do too, because as you used
I
to have
hate
the
the
shirt,
cold
you have
water.
to see-tox to retox.
See-tox
and
to
like,
retox,
and that's
baby.
true. If you wake
That's
up
so-
in New
that
England in
is
the
so
summer,
true.
Oh, sure.
you're hungover as balls. You just jump in the ocean, and it's like it's cold.
The best
but it
hangover
fucking-
cure
it
you can
cures
get.
the hangover.
Yeah.
Right off
Easily
bat.
the best.
I mean,
you
it's
can
no Revitalyte,
It's Earth.
but it's
Oh,
pretty.
yeah. Boom. Revitalyte ended it. Now we're talking.
That is true though. Jumping in cold water in the ocean after drinking is the fucking best.
Yeah.
That's what we
Wakes
always
you
do.
right
We'd
up.
go to that cliff that, we'd make sure we check the tides that she didn't. But you go, you jump 30
got
feet into
told to
fucking.
Yeah.
You come out 30 feet into cold water, you are golden when you get up.
Yeah.
You're fucking perfect.
Yeah, it heals you for sure. It's beautiful.
30 feet just onto a concrete slab
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
your friend.
Well, I mean, even that one. Then you go to the hospital and you get fucking IV and you're
A morphine.
Yeah, you too.
Good to go.
It's
Surrounded
a
by
longer
where?
path, the same destination.
Right.
It's a detour. That's what it is.
What was I gonna say? Donnie, where's your next trip? Oh wait, you were just down in Florida.
I was down in Florida. We were in like
You
the
guys
rough
swim
parts
there?
of Florida. Yeah, we swam once in Miami. We were just there for one day. We called up Portnoy actually there, and we were just like, at first we were gonna show up at his house and be like, hey Dave, do you want to hang out? And I talked to Gaz. He was like, yeah, you should do it. Don't worry, I'll take the fall if he gets mad. He would not have taken the fall. But then I saw that he was with his mom, and I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, he's gonna get maybe even more upset if he show up and he's like with his mom and we're just like at his doorstep with a camera. So we called him on FaceTime, and that's gonna be the opening of the video when we're like, hey Dave, the boys are in Miami. We were wondering if we could like pop over, and he was like, no, I'm good. He's just like, no. So then
Straight up, like, did he know
Did
you
you
were getting
chip him off
recorded?
beforehand?
He's just like, no,
I don't think he knew. No, he did not know we were recording. He was like, no, I'm good. I'm pretty busy. It's not going to work out. And we're like, well, if you have any recommendations about what we should do, hit us up. And he was like, all right, I'll do that. and then just hung up.
Remember when?
And so then we went into non-coastal Florida, and that place is heavy.
Where is
Really?
like, where is non-coastal Florida?
It's all like pain clinics.
It's in the middle of the Florida.
I was gonna say
The
like,
Everglades, like up to.
Oh, you went to the Everglades?
Oh yeah, we
You've been there.
we caught some crocodiles.
I bet you did.
KB
you-
wrestled a crocodile.
You
Did he
obviously
really?
never catch
Yeah.
no luckily you never
He
caught
did.
no shots.
He gets it into a full Nelson.
He did. He did get into a full Nelson. We were like, is PETA gonna be okay with it?
did you go to Tallahassee? Is Tallahassee non-coastal? Yeah, I mean definitely.
It is. We did not. So that's far north. We were more further south.
You get to Ocala?
We did go to Ocala.
Did you? That's where we
Yes.
got their abortions in college.
What's okay?
I wish someone told me that.
I'm not kidding at all.
That was like that's
like- it's
that's
like-
the spot to go.
It was like the closest abortion clinic in the.
To FSU?
Yeah, like,
closest
it's
AC.
But I am not involved in this, yeah? I do a lot, yeah, but I don't kill, yeah? I don't kill, yeah?
All right, well,
You know what I'm
congrats
saying?
on
I'm
your friends having
pro-life,
sex,
yeah?
I guess.
I'm pro-life, blood, yeah? I create the body. Yeah? I don't get rid of the body. I have my uncle
I
for
got
that,
pregnant 0 times in college.
Post college,
But yeah, it was like, oh, you're going down to Ocala this weekend? It's like,
Is that a town?
Ocala?
It's
yeah.
a town, yeah. We went to an RV park there for a concert. It was my first concert post COVID.
Who was playing?
Chris
Papa
Diamond.
Roach?
Chris Diamond?
You would not know
Limp Bizkit?
who Chris Diamond is. He's just a dude who's just been like playing in
Hey,
trailer
Fred
parks
Durst is
in
my
Florida.
dude, blood. He actually got me into rock and roll, blood. It was Limp Bizkit. 'Cause
The
he had
scary thing about
and Kid Rock.
Florida is that so like a lot of the lakes obviously have crocs, but crocs aren't the most dangerous thing in the lakes. They also have like bacteria in the lakes
Yeah.
that can get into your brain and start to eat your brain.
Oh,
So
that was
some-
a big thing at Rollins, in
What?
Orlando.
Yeah.
They, like, Rollins has like a very good
Amoebas, I think it is.
water skiing teams. And that was it. Like, I remember when I was in college, they had to cancel their water skiing season because like the lake there was like, it had whatever those amoebas you're talking about.
Yeah, so a lot of beautiful lakes down there, but none you would want to go in.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to someone, they're like, yeah, I brought my dog in it for a swim and it died a couple weeks later.
Oh,
Bro, it's like I went Tampa on my birthday, and then Charlie, my agent, his parents live in like them gated communities, but they've got like the big lakes, and he brought his dog down with him, innit? Bro, I wouldn't let the dog go, blood. And I'm not like a dog guy, innit? Like, you don't love your dog, you sleep with your dog, you kiss your dog. I'm not with that, blood. A dog's for the yard, fam. You're here for protection. I kiss my child. I don't kiss my dog. You understand, like? But like, bro, I felt scared, bro, because you could see the crocodiles, blood. You could see them, man, in the lake. The lake's low, bro. You see kids playing around the field. I'm like, brother, you man mad? You think I'm ever living in this area, bro? Are you fucking crazy, blood? And they're telling me that there was like, I think 3 years ago, a baby got pulled into the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that was a
remember
big
that
deal.
shit. That was
a
fucked
big deal.
up.
That was very close to the
Bro.
Harambe thing too.
Yeah, I was like, brother.
It was like a couple weeks after the Harambe, I'm pretty sure.
2 national tragedies.
Yeah.
It was madness.
Well, the kid didn't die.
No, the kid
Oh,
died.
the kid,
No, the kid
and
died.
It was playing tug of war with
It
the
was
parent.
The
in
one
croc.
at Disney? The one at Disney
Yeah.
died. For
Yeah.
sure.
No,
He
no,
took it, blood. And
The kid in the Harambe thing didn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Harambe didn't kill the kid.
Harambe
Yeah.
saved the
Harambe-
kid and then they killed him.
yeah.
Yeah, the crocodile definitely killed the
Yeah,
kid.
I don't think they ever found
Yeah,
the baby.
it dragged the baby, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because apparently crocodiles like will straight up like eat humans.
Yeah, they
And
don't-
like,
yeah,
like, it's
well,
not
they
like
will
when like sharks.
Drown you first. They do like a roll and they pull
Yeah,
you
the
underwater
roll
and
of
drown
death.
you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
and
think
they
it's
eat
like
you.
when sharks, when they're like, oh, like sharks don't actually want to eat humans, they mistake
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
For
They
do it by
crocodiles will like
Right.
straight
It's like a
eat
lion.
human
A
and
lion
enjoy
will,
it.
it's like a lion, isn't it? A lion
Yeah.
will walk past you if his belly's full, but a tiger will nyam your clot no matter what.
Yeah.
That pussy could have just killed around 5 zebra.
Yeah.
And you see you, blood. yo, dessert. Dessert, blood, you get me? The lion would be like, hey, you're lucky I just had a big steak in on me, boy. You survived today still, but if I catch you in 2 hours, you're fucked. You got 2 hours to leave the location, yeah? It's true, and you could tell that because the lion's from the dog family, and the tigers, the cat is more like
from the cat family too, though.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
But it acts like a dog.
But it moves like more like the. It looks more like a dog. It behaves more like a dog. The way it.
Yeah.
You understand? The tigers like a cat. It's got that creepy little fucker. I hate cats, bro.
I hate cats. I was attacked by a cat. That's why I hate cats.
I think it's a cat.
not a big fan.
You think it's a cat?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So why did they say it's a dog family?
Was chased around the house.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Is it because the dog is more fearful than a cat? The dog is more like dominant than a cat.
Cats are unpredictable. That's a problem.
Yeah, because they're cats.
Yeah, but cats are terrifying.
It's like a crackhead.
They're huge.
That's why you call crackheads cats.
What pointed me for?
No, but no, not you.
It's like a crackhead.
No.
Someone is dressed like a crackhead. You are kind of
It's
dressed like
true,
a
but
crackhead.
maybe that's why they call a crackhead a cat blood, because it's unpredictable. A crackhead's unpredictable,
Because they
bro.
always land on their feet when they
I'm
fall out of
telling you,
trees.
you know what I mean?
Crackheads,
Yeah. Bro, crackheads always land on their feet.
Yeah. Dude, crackheads, you ever see like
Blood, you see a crackhead jump from the window, blood. That nigga lands and goes. You crazy? Hey,
There are like 100 videos on the internet of them being like incredible athletes.
I'm not lying, bro. They man not the agility on a crackhead is unbelievable. Man. These man are unbelievable, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I used to get so scared of mountain lions when I lived in Colorado as a kid because like you get taught at a young age that like children are like what they like desire most. Yeah. And like the scariest thing is everyone always be like, yeah, man, like, you know, if you see them, then it's a wrap.
Yeah.
And then like when I grew up, you realize that like it's not that big of a danger. But I was like, why would you like describe it to me like that as a kid? Because then like every time I was in the woods,
isn't it better than like get big, yell at it? Because like,
you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, I know you're supposed to do it.
For
I'm not
bears,
doing
you're
it.
supposed to get like.
no, for even mountain lions too, you're supposed to get big. But even then, but like the scariest thing is they always be like, yeah, they're just
only
like
get so
watching.
big.
They're just like watching you. They're always just watching you.
You see that video of the guy walking down the trail with the mountain lion for like
Yes.
6 minutes?
Yes.
And the thing's running at him?
Be like, no,
Oh, on
no.
the bike.
No, there was
No,
one on the bike. This
he's
guy's
on
walking
foot.
on
Oh,
a trail,
I
and he's
saw the one on
walking
the bike.
backwards, and it
It's
keeps
following
going
him.
closer.
Keep
Yeah.
yelling at it.
That's a fucking.
Yes, dude, like-
yeah.
Like a fucking house cat could like fuck me up. So if you find,
I could kill a mountain lion. I could fucking kill a mountain lion.
fuck you up? I wish a cat
it could
show.
make me bleed.
I wish a cat would.
Oh yeah, I mean, make me bleed, but it's not winning the fight.
No, it's not gonna win the fight.
No,
but just a fucking.
I don't know, dude.
But
I think that
imagine
if it got in
bigger.
tight,
You think if a cat got in tight?
if it got like in here,
A cat? I would fucking kill
Yeah.
a cat.
If,
I'm just
if, no,
saying,
I beat the fuck out of a cat. That's
talk
the
a big
promise right
game.
now.
No,
I want to kill a cat.
Watch me.
dude, I think that dude,
Grab it by the head.
Cat, but I think like most house dogs could kill a human.
House
Oh, we're
dogs.
talking kill. I would
Yeah.
just say get the better of you. I'm not
Nah,
saying
you
kill.
have to, you know, but the
Killer instinct.
Dude, like a golden
really?
retriever.
yeah, you just go behind and boom. Down,
break
Kill the
his
legs?
yeah, the back
Like a
legs.
wishbone.
The back legs.
I
You're
know.
done.
That's how you do it?
No.
That's the
That would
finishing
be-
move.
Bro, if you're trying to kill me, I'm killing you, big man. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I got 2 children, blood.
Dogs are
Nah,
they're
nah.
so fast. Like it's like they would
I'm
fuck
telling
you
you.
up.
I just think that I think you'd be so flustered and they would just get in tight and then like you don't
See,
know.
I
would
feed
fuck you
myself
up.
to it.
The only dog I want
and then
fight is a
I'm
pit
it.
What'd you say?
What do you
Like I'd like feed, like I'd get like my arm in its mouth and be like, all right, fine, you can bite me. Guess
Yeah.
what?
See, I think it happens. I think it happens when you least expect
that?
it.
Whether it's a pit bull, that man they got lockjaw. So when you're licking him, he ain't letting go of you.
You gotta go in their butt.
He will.
A pit bull? I don't know. I don't think I could take a dog. I'm talking cat. I'd stuck my arm down a
Oh,
cat.
cat, yeah.
Yeah.
I could kill a mountain
Is it
lion
true
with
that
my
if it's a
hands.
pit bull bites you, you gotta go there for their ass?
Mountain lion?
If
Yeah.
a mountain lion can, like that mountain
That's
lion in the
what I heard.
video,
Yeah,
the 6-minute one.
Because I had read
Have you ever
those.
seen the stuff
like a
online?
cheat
It's like
code.
mother
Yeah,
of
yeah,
3
cheat
kills
code. It's like
mountain
screenshot
lion.
it.
Yeah. I'd play with
Dude,
him
if
like
that thing
innit?
jumped
And if
up
he
and
got
you
too
just
tight,
pin
I'd have
it
to
the
go
fuck
behind
down
and
with
joke him and then
all your
let
strength,
go.
you couldn't kill that?
No.
I couldn't give him the legs. He's my dog.
70 pounds.
Yeah.
You're like 220.
You're cool.
Mountain lion?
A mountain lion, I could
Bro,
absolutely
we
kill
were
that.
having arguments about a house cat.
No,
We're
no,
talking
no.
about mountain
If it was really like to the death battle, you're locked in, you versus mountain lion, and say you're just in the woods.
I
pick up
don't,
a
I don't
rock,
make it on
bash
the
its head.
first round, Pat.
Dude, no, what you're selling yourself short.
If he
There's
pins
no
you down,
chance.
you're fucked.
Dude,
Or if he
the
gets
rock
his
is
jaw in your throat.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's got you, you're just hitting it. Get a rock. gouge its eyes
No,
out.
but the pain, the amount of pain that a lion can take is more
It's
than you,
way
bro.
more than a human can take.
But what if you have a gun?
It's built different.
Dead as fuck, exactly.
Can we at least agree on that?
Wow. You think a mountain lion's gonna stop fucking eating my face because I'm giving it a couple of rib shots?
Yes.
No.
I think if you go in,
You
you
could
could
like kick a mountain lion.
dude,
Like you could kick a mountain lion as hard
grab
as you
it
can.
by
and
the
wouldn't
fucking
even
balls,
phase
rip
them.
its
Like, they
balls
would-
off.
Yeah.
What's the
Make
biggest
out with
animal
it.
you think you could fight?
The biggest animal.
Like you could take?
My missus.
A goat.
I know she's not going to see this, that's why I said that. I don't know. Biggest animal.
Biggest animal.
Boy, I don't know.
I might tap out a house cat.
Yeah, I think so too,
Nah,
dude.
I could fuck up a cat.
I can take a goat. I can take a goat.
I'll body the cat. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
probably
when
a
it jumps
goat.
in the air, catches tail blood and just starts
What
swinging.
can I do to a goat? It comes at me, I grab it by the horns, and I fucking...
I mean, there's some animals obviously.
Cool, dude. You could
I'd
hit
choke
it in
it
the
out.
head with your fist as hard as you could.
I would never punch a goat. I would choke it out.
Oh, okay. fair
There's
enough.
obviously like a lot of like a horse. If you
A horse
maneuver.
would fuck you up.
Yeah,
A horse-
but also horses can't maneuver like humans
That's what I'm
can.
saying.
Like,
How do you-
You
How's
just
a
run near
maneuver
a
going to
cliff.
kill a horse?
because they have to walk on 4 feet.
like,
Yeah.
I-
How are you going to kill it?
Okay, could you fight a bull?
Oh, if you got a knife.
Yeah.
Dude,
Because you can just
With your bare hands, you couldn't kill.
No, you couldn't even
Wouldn't you
strangle
go
a
in the
horse,
ring with
right?
it?
There's
Horses
not-
are the
Wouldn't you go
reason
there?
why the Spanish conquered all of South America and stuff. Because they showed up, they were the Aztecs, the Inca, and they didn't have any horses. They had 0 horses. So 12 men on horseback could kill 300 Aztecs. Because they first off they were terrified. They had never seen a horse in their life. All of a sudden, you see this fucking giant deer-looking
With
thing,
someone on top.
and there's someone on top. They fucking would charge at you, and everyone would just run away.
There was horse cops walking down 7th Ave the other day.
Dude, horse cops walk by my street every single day.
The stable is right near you guys.
Is it really?
Yeah, I
Because I hear them every single
I
morning.
put an Instagram photo up of I was like, gentlemen, it's not 1800 or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Bro, you
why
see
is that
that-
thing? And 2 NYPD officers DM me, and they're like, that was my buddy, and then their buddy DM me, and they want me to go check out the stables.
Oh, is it?
I think horse cops are it's entrapment. Particularly on Bourbon Street and stuff like that.
What do you mean?
Well, it's come on, you think I'm not gonna fuck with this horse a little bit?
Yeah.
You can't have that out around me and not, it's almost like a nightly thing in New Orleans where it's so and so slapped a horse, so they got arrested for assaulting a police officer, which is crazy. Come on,
Are you
that
allowed-
horse isn't a cop.
If cops still ride on horses, are you allowed technically to have a horse? Where can you not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that Idris Elba movie
Yeah, you
just
have
came out?
stables for them.
That's
Yeah.
a thing in Philly.
You can just ride a horse.
In Philly.
Yeah,
You
I
can
can have
take
a
a
horse.
horse downtown. Wait,
Yeah.
so but would I be out? Would I be able to take a horse to work?
That's what I'm saying.
Could I commute via horse?
Yeah, I've seen people
couldn't tie it
in
up
Carolina
outside.
walking
That'd be
around
like
on
Red Dead
horses
Redemption.
casually, blood.
I mean, they have the horse carriages in Central
The horse
Park.
carriages, yes.
Yeah.
Those horses.
We
are
were
sorry
thinking.
looking.
Yeah, they are.
We were gonna
Depressing.
post a vid
The
of,
football horses
of
are the worst,
KB
bro.
just on a horse carriage alone, and I was gonna make it seem like I was a random stoolie, and I was like, oh, and post it from a random account, and be like, I saw KB taking a horse carriage alone. I feel like that has to be one of the
was
weirdest
saying that-
things
Well, that's
you
something
could
that he
do.
would definitely do.
Nick was saying
Yeah.
that they've been doing that for I don't know if I'm gonna even say this. I feel like I'm blowing up their spot, but if
Yeah.
you're saying I'm gonna say it, that they were just practicing handoffs in Central Park for a full day, hoping that his stoolie saw them and just tweeted it. He was
I
just
appreciate that.
"Hike!" And then
Yeah.
just doing handoffs.
Yeah.
That's like the prestige
'Cause I'm trying
level
to,
of
I've
commitment
never
to the
seen
bit.
just one person on a horse carriage. It's always a couple or a family. There's never a dude just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just go take a fucking
Right.
horse
I've
done it
carriage through
before.
Central Park.
I did, I'm not gonna
Yeah?
lie.
Taking
Yeah.
one along.
Yeah. When I went to Central Park for the first time, I got tired when I was
did the
walking
same
around,
thing.
bro.
Just
I saw the
hopped on.
horse
It's a
carriage
big
there.
park.
I said, big man, yo, how much? He's like $40.
Was it nice?
I gotta start doing
Was it
that.
nice solo?
Or 4
Bro, it was nice.
You say
though.
4-0 for 1-4.
It's like $1 a minute.
4-0.
right?
Oh, so
So I said,
that's cheaper than an
I said
Uber.
to him, take me to near. I said, take me towards Harlem.
Oh,
But then I said to him as well, I want to smoke, so can I smoke? He said, do what you want, my friend. I was in the
that's
back, I had my
actually
feet up on the back. Rolling to Central Park, little Insta live, you get me?
That's actually sick.
I'm telling you, bro, man.
a horse
Remember,
carriage alone this
it was like
weekend.
December, so I had my little, he gave me like a little quilt.
blanket.
You have a
Yeah.
blanket. You're smoking a
Blanket.
spot.
I was loving life, blood. FaceTime my girl, walk on, babe. Yeah, this, September, me and you in this team,
This could be you. This could be you, but you tripping, bro.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm like, this could be us, but you ain't serious.
Is your wife planning on moving to New York?
She's coming, her and the kids, they're coming September latest, hopefully.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm going back in June to sort out all the visas and whatnot.
Okay.
So next time I come back, I should have the Brady Bunch. You get
Awesome.
Yeah, man. You lot be aware when you see my kids, they don't play.
Oh, I'm sure they don't.
You don't, yeah, I mean, if
They
they're
don't
anything like
play.
you.
Especially if I set them like I say, all right, you lot are cool though. I'm gonna make them terrorize Big Cat.
Well, no, you should.
I'm telling you, bro.
I feel like your kids versus Brandon Walker's kids would be like
How
a
old
solid
is his kid?
matchup.
How old is his
The
kid?
Revolutionary War.
Because his kids
I
are
got
crazy
5
too.
and, I got 5 and 8, but he's got like a fucking soccer team.
Yeah, he's got a big family.
I can't imagine that because like I'm like, oh fuck, I don't have enough time in the day to do all this, and I'm like, I have 0 kids, don't have a wife, and it's like, shit, how do the other people at the company manage when they actually have to go home and like take care of 4 human beings?
God, imagine that.
Like I don't even have a pet. I don't have anyone to take care of it.
Yeah,
Myself.
I'm loving it, mate.
Going home, it's like a whole
I'm
new workday
loving it.
starts. It'd be brutal.
I miss them though, but I'm enjoying it, blood. Like a bit of freedom, bit of headspace. I can wake up when I want. I'm not
Yes.
waking up with a boot in my face.
Dude, I was.
Or I'm not waking up with
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, brother, yo, hit your mum. What you hitting me for? I'm done with the credit card, bud. Go hit that. You understand? Every time you niggas want V-Bucks, it's me asking, blood. Fuck, blood. You know what I'm saying? You should get a Fortnite sponsor. Fucking hell, mate. Trust me, blood. I'm making them pussy holes rich. It's ridiculous, blood. I'm telling
What'd
you.
you just call him?
Pussy holes.
Pussy holes?
Yeah, they're pussy. Oh, blood, I'm making my man rich in a dog. Today I just spent 50 on them. They rang me. Hi, Dad. I was like, yeah, welcome. What's good? How was school? Yeah, fine, Dad. Can I get V-Bucks? Not even like, oh, hi, Dad. We miss you. Yeah, nah, Dad. Can I get V-Bucks? Straight to the point. From I say yes or no. Thanks, Dad. Gone. 2 minutes later, I get the email. Your PlayStation account has been. I was like, oh yeah, thanks.
Dude, the PlayStation accounts will fuck you up.
Bro, they're dangerous.
Because they can, you can run that up quick.
Run it up quick, bro.
Yeah.
And they've got like the PS4, the PS5, the Xbox, so they're just going on all of them, blood.
I did that with the
Getting random
Kardashian
emails.
game.
On the what?
The Kardashian game.
Oh shit.
On mobile?
Oh, dude, I spend so much fucking money on the Kardashian game.
what do you-
I don't know why you asked me if it was on mobile.
Yeah,
I don't-
The
I
Kardashians.
spend money on
Bro,
phone
I
games.
was buying fucking
I haven't had a
outfits.
phone game in a while.
Because realistic.
Because it's what? No,
Has Kim got the bunda?
No, it's a cartoon. It was just like
That's the ask, bro.
And you ever wonder why I have him on about
Easy
this
to
is
make it
why.
into a cartoon.
it was one of those fucking things where it's just like it's the only game I've ever played like it, but like one of those like pay to play games, and it's like, well, you can try and beat this, or you can give us $5. I'm like, well, here's $5.
Dude,
Now you can win this, and I was like, or you can buy it for $3. I was like,
Yeah.
well, buy it for
Yo,
$3.
Daddy's got some money.
Yeah, like I spent hundreds of dollars on the Kardashian game back in the day.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think I've ever bought in like an in-game purchase before.
Yeah, I know. I
That
don't
was
do
the
it.
only
very
don't
against
listen-
it.
I'm not like a gamer on my phone.
You think it's dumb until you do the first one, and then
I
it's
remember
like
my friends
that
used to
was
buy
easy.
money on.
Yeah, it just
My friends used to
collapsed.
buy money on GTA all the time, but I always thought that was dumb.
I didn't
That's the
have
most
it.
white trash game you can buy.
What, GTA?
GTA.
You can buy
It's a
money.
white trash game.
Why is it white trash?
Because you're going around killing people in a car committing crimes. In like
game.
souped up street cars. That's a definition.
It's like no. So you're just saying
No, it's people.
I
who
wish
are-
I could go
You know
like
what?
that.
Yeah,
People
people
that
have
gang
What is white
though.
trash?
What's
Want to
what-
live out their white trash fantasy.
exactly.
GTA
There's a
is
gang element to it,
undeniably one of the best
Yeah.
games of all time.
For
Yeah, I
sure.
think, yeah,
And Red Dead Redemption is the second.
Red Dead
Red Dead Redemption,
man.
I didn't get past level 1. I go through phases, like basically once or twice a year, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna start being a gamer. I'll play for like 20 minutes. I'm like, this is impossible. Fuck this. But I did try a whole weekend of Red Dead
I wanna get a
Redemption
place,
2. I didn't get past. I couldn't figure out how to get in a shed. It was like literally the first level, like the very first thing you do. They like open the door to the shed.
It's so
I tried
video
for a
games are
weekend.
video
I
games
might
are
honestly,
so
I think I
hard.
might buy a PlayStation 5 today. Because
Yeah, you
I've
should.
been trying to get one.
my
bro.
PlayStation got
But they
stolen
charge you
when I
stupid
moved to my
prices,
new
bro.
apartment.
Oh, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, your PS4
No,
got stolen?
yeah, my PS4 got stolen. I moved to my new apartment,
By
and
the
my
movers?
mom like sent me my packages, and the person just left the packages outside.
Dude,
Bro, let me tell
And
you
I
something.
pull up to my apartment after work, and my shit is just all over the place.
That's what I knew. I knew
Bro.
everything was stripped
Yeah,
out.
and my
Bro,
PlayStation was gone.
Same thing, blood. I came, but luckily my package never got taken. Blood, I'm in England for a month, blood.
Yeah.
I come back, I'm seeing boxes outside my door, bro.
Yeah.
Big boxes, Red Bull boxes, the pack. I'm saying, yeah, take the Red Bull jersey. They got the Red Bulls there, innit? But imagine someone took the pack, blood.
What's the pack?
The Cali.
Oh, the candy.
The Cali, blood. It was just there, blood. They didn't even put it in my little letterbox, fam. That's what I hate about you, man. Your man's letterbox is tiny, blood.
That's just a
big
New
ones?
York thing, though.
Yeah, they said bare tiny.
Well, I don't know if
like,
I
can't
would
even
want
put
my
nothing in there.
letterbox to be any bigger. What are people just like looking through that shit every day?
Yeah.
Like, our thing is big, opens, and you can.
Well, it's like a door.
Yeah, like you can put shit in there.
It's a shed.
Yeah, that's not a letterbox. That's a room.
Dude, if someone stole my PS4, it would be like, there's nothing you could steal from me that would make me more upset.
Yeah, it was really upsetting. It was devastating.
Like
Probably virginity.
you know in John Wick when they get his dog,
no, I've never seen
They
it.
kill his dog, yeah.
I didn't want to give it away. That's how I would
movie
feel if
from
someone.
fucking 8
That's
years
how
ago?
I would feel if someone took my PS4.
That's Bay.
What?
The PS4 is Bay.
Yeah, dude, it is. Dude, you want to talk a piece of machinery? That thing is like 8 years old now, and it still runs. No problems.
He's got the old school one.
Dude, but I can't get a PS5.
Bro, the
Are they
prices
still
are
sold
ridiculous.
out
Bro,
everywhere?
They keep
Can't
giving
get
me.
one.
I keep getting offered the. I want the disc version so I can put the PS4 games. They keep offering me the other version, the digital one.
Yeah.
We can
I
only
can't
down
read. Yeah.
shit, blood.
So my PlayStation broke, and then someone sent me a brand new PlayStation 4 for like $20. He was like, "Hey, like I don't use this anymore. Like all you gotta do is just pay for the shipping."
Dude, the SAS Hive really
Yeah.
went out.
Keep me up, baby.
This was someone that I like know on Twitter, and he
You're
sent
probably
me.
gonna get like a new console sent to you just from
Now you're gonna
sharing
get a
the story.
P5, a P4,
Fingers
GameCube.
crossed.
That's sent
People
on
DM me and they're like, "Hey, like I'll give you my PlayStation," but I'm like, I don't know. Like at this point, just like.
Yeah.
So that one can get stolen too. I want to get a
Still
PlayStation
just
5.
sitting outside your
yeah.
apartment, like, all right, Sas's gonna get a new package. Fucking grab that.
But yeah, no. Now that I think about it, I really wish I could play video games. So I like video games.
Dude,
huh?
I
No one's
can't
gonna
even
send
beat
you a console, all right? You're saying this
anyone's
only for the camera. I can
Wait,
tell.
this had to have happened like because we played Warzone together.
Yeah. This happened in like January. That was probably like this probably happened like a month after that.
Makes me sick.
Yeah, Warzone's awesome.
So it's a cold case. No one knows.
Oh no, that thing is.
So it's
long
blatantly
gone.
someone from your building.
You
No,
should do
no.
Kirk do a podcast on it.
Yeah.
So it's not someone from your building.
No, it was like straight up like outside.
It is a cold
Outside,
case.
they didn't even leave it in the
Yeah,
building.
yeah.
Oh, they're taking the piss, blood.
Yeah, I think it's gonzo, dude. I think it's.
You sure it weren't the mailman?
I know.
He ain't got like a one of them things you can see in there and say, PS4, my nigga.
He stole like they went through all my shit. Like I basically like everything I got for Christmas gone.
What'd you get for Christmas?
Just like I got like a blender gone.
Yeah.
Some shoes.
Gone.
Socks.
Yeah.
That sucks,
they actually
bro.
did steal a pair of socks.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You're a real fucking animal steal a pair of socks.
It was
Yeah.
there was literally like every single article of clothing I owned. was
So
in
is the
there.
Grinch.
It's the Grinch.
Yeah.
Maybe your
Facts,
parents
I'm
will hand you the gifts in person next time on Christmas.
Tell your parents stop being so lazy. Come visit you every once in a while.
Well, yeah, it was tough. It sucked, but you know.
Pandemic, Pat. All right, grow up.
Was a pandemic. We're almost out.
We're out, but it's weird. Like someone said, oh, it's going to be the summer of New York. Like even
No, it's
pre-COVID,
not.
it was never the summer of New York. Everyone wants to leave New York
Yeah.
for the summer.
Yeah, me and
It's
Chef
never-
Don
there
were
could be
talking
zero
about
COVID,
this, yeah.
and people won't want to be in New York during the summer.
There's
yeah.
New York
Why
is going to be
though?
more dead than
It's
it
just
was
so
here than in the
it
summer.
gets like so hot because
Yeah,
it's
I
like
think so.
it's the concrete effect. I don't know.
Concrete
It gets
jungle.
hot.
It,
Concrete
it gets hot,
jungle.
sticky.
And, yeah,
Get
people
outta
just
here.
want to be in wide open spaces in the summer, not like
People just leave on the weekends. So like typically
Yeah.
they'll be here during the like everyone that lives in New York will like be in New York during the week, and then they'll just hightail it to like the Hamptons or just like somewhere that isn't the city because it's just so unbearably hot. Yeah. It
we'll
gets
get you out
pretty
this
sick.
summer. Don't
But
worry.
having said that, it's
Yeah,
still
but I'm
like
moving to Jersey in July, so I'll be all right. I won't be.
It'll be hot
I'll
there.
go down to the shore.
It'll be hot there.
it'll be hot
Down
there,
the
too.
shore.
PFT has a house down there.
Oh, you're saying on the shore
For
or in
July.
like Jersey right here?
Open invite.
I'm moving to Harrison.
Oh, that'll probably be that'll be better.
Harrison
No,
should be all right.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what people
It's like
watching
Newark.
this have.
It's
Yeah,
Newark.
yeah.
About 5 minutes from Newark.
Your family's from Newark?
No, that's why I'm moving.
Oh,
I'm in
I thought you said
Manhattan
my
now.
family's from Newark. I was like,
Nah. I got family in Brooklyn.
Dude,
yeah?
when I first got to New York, that was like the first
my
thing
great aunt.
that like
sweet.
blew me away was how fucking humid it was. Because like being in Colorado, I never really had to deal with like humidity because it's like so high altitude. There's no humidity.
But your thing's mad because
humid
when I
here.
went to Colorado in 2019, bro, it was baking. I was sweating
No,
like a fucking
it's a
pig.
frying pan. It's
Yeah,
like
I had
but it's
sweat
not-
on my.
But
I've
it's a
never
dry
sweated
heat.
on my legs.
Yeah,
bro.
I can handle
dry
the dry
Sweating
heat.
on my legs, blood.
Yeah, that's-
I've been to Singapore.
Yeah.
Have you been to Singapore?
Yeah.
So you know the humidity of Singapore.
Yeah,
And when I
dude,
went
that's
there and
year-round.
Charlotte, oh my brother, I'm never going to Charlotte in summer again.
Charlotte?
Bro, it was like 90 something. Bro, I was like, brother, I'm black, but this is different.
Yeah.
the humidity is what kills you, bro.
There's no
Yeah.
wind. No, and I remember I'm going there for Arsenal, so I'm wearing an Arsenal
I don't
jersey.
like the
so the
heat like
material
that.
of it is sick.
So brutal.
Bro, it's a mad thing.
And you can't escape it, dude. In New
You
York,
can't.
the worst is when you
Shanghai
take a
too.
shower.
And you come out, you cream,
You sweat.
Do you know how much time? Because I use cocoa butter, bro. I come out on the road, I start sweating. People think I'm sweating because like, oh this nigga, bro, it's cocoa butter that's dripping off me. Smell the sweat, blood. It smells nice, blood. Yeah, ain't no bullshit coming. This is cocoa butter sweats, blood. You understand? I'm telling you, see the coconut coming, I start glistening in them thing there, blood.
I'm shining.
You know, innit? I've got to rub under my eyes and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm dying, bro. And it's all because of the cream. There's something they put in the cream. It's too thick, blood.
Yeah.
But I can't
It's
get no
al-
other. I
it's
tried
already
Nivea,
getting hot
it's
here.
too thin.
Yeah.
I tried Nivea and my shit feels dry. I'm like, nah, blood. I gotta keep it cold.
I do like the Vaseline hybrid body
the
lotion.
blue one.
You do
Yeah.
body
I
lotion?
tried
Of course
the
you
blue
do
one,
body
blood.
lotion.
No, just on my
I get-
arms.
I
My
get, like-
arms get dry.
I literally
never
use
used-
lotion like once every 3 years.
See, at the end of every winter,
You'll
I
get
get
there.
excited.
If
Like,
I-
maybe
if I
do
don't
another
cream
winter
with
without
white-
using body lotion.
Well, I'd have white lines all over. You think I'm on the yayo, fam, if I don't cream?
Yeah.
Between my fingers.
That's
and all
the-
sorts.
it's a
Bill
new
Burr's got a
thing,
bit
but
about
you gotta
that,
do
where
it.
he's like, because Bill Burr married a black woman, and he's like, and she just taught me, like, white people need lotion too.
Yeah.
He's like,
No,
I
I
don't
had
feel
that
like itchy
realization.
and scratching. She's like, it's because your skin's dry, you idiot.
My girl said the same thing. She's like, babe, I never used to cream until I met you. Da, 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 da. She's like, now I exfoliate. Like she exfoliates, but now she cream head to toe in between her
It
toes.
takes, dude, I did it
And a
once.
batty all of them thing there. You have to get the cream everywhere, blood. You understand? Make sure everything nice. You never know what's gonna happen, blood.
Yeah.
You understand? You never know, fam. So make sure you got your cream on. Imagine you got some white liners on your leg, blood.
Not good.
Not wavy, fam.
I probably used cream last like 4 years ago, and I got locked in my bathroom. I lived in like an older apartment, and like the door handles were harder to twist and stuff like that, and I just couldn't get out of my bathroom.
Because your hands
I
were
just,
so
I just ended up sitting there for like 10 minutes waiting to dry. I was like, I'm not using this fucking stupid shit anymore.
The worst is trying to roll a split, blood, and you got bare cocoa butter on your zubi, blood.
Yeah. Mix of cocoa butter.
Well, you can't, like, because your hands are so oily, like cream, you can't flip it.
Yeah.
So you're there like, I'm like, brother, I've been
Dude, I
billing-
suck at
I've been
rolling.
billing for 20 years, blood. What the fuck can I flip this thing?
I get like I get like one every 3. I get it right.
what the bill?
The roll, like whenever I roll a joint, I just can never.
Do you know what? We roll different to you.
Dude,
lot. Roll
Grinnell-
like a cone. So when you roll it like a cone. So when you shake, it's all about. See when you put it in.
He's not
It's
gonna
all
learn
about
a
how
thing
when you
from
put it
this.
in first.
I do a boat.
Nah, do a thing. So do a cone. So do small, and then it gets bigger.
Yeah.
That's,
You know what I'm saying?
that's not going to help
That's
you.
pro.
Yeah,
I'm saying, dude, Grinnell's sick at it. I can't do it. I always just think it'd be so cool just to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
Did you see someone do it with a one hand?
The Chris
Yeah.
Evans thing that went viral the other day. That like is like it was like not comments by celebs, but it's their other overheard celebs or something like that. And it was like a club promoter talking about how they were in a club and like this girl wanted weed, but no one at the table knew how to roll it.
Yeah.
And Chris Evans just like happened to walk by and was like, "Let me get it."
See,
and
that's
did the
dreams-
whole thing in
that's-
one
Oh,
hand
so cool.
in like under a minute, and then just handed it to him and walked away. And it was like everyone was like, "All right, that's the best Chris."
Yeah, so that's the dream scenario.
Because they even had challenges. There was a challenge where you had to boo your spliff in a minute. And you have to like be a prof. Like if you
That's
can't,
fast.
bro. I did it in 59.
So you just made it.
Just made it.
I've never rolled a joint in my life.
But the way you
Yeah,
do it
no,
is, do
I've
you know what?
always
You
had
could,
friends
bro, do you know, teach
I don't even smoke weed, but I
I
can
taught
roll a
myself,
joint.
like my cousin said to
I
me,
can,
roll it
yeah.
like a coach.
Damn.
But then
You
all I
should
did
be
was I
like
bought like
the
a pack of
honest roll boy.
Rizzler, I bought like tobacco, and by the time I got through my pack of Rizzler, I was rolling rockets, blood. Big thing. Literally just sit there, buy, because like literally
The
buy
rocket.
like, all you need is one cigarette.
We have our new office
One cigarette,
rocket.
and then just keep like, bill it, unravel it, bill it, unravel it, bill it. By the time you get to the bottom of your pack, You're feeling spliffs like Snoop Dogg.
That sounds like that's like a mega spliff.
Yeah, that's how I did it.
That's what I'll do this weekend.
By the time I got to the
tent,
It's not worth it. If you haven't learned
Gotta work
at
on
age
it.
30, it's just,
I've been rolling from I was 11.
Yeah.
Because the thing was this,
back when you were a trap queen.
yeah, trap king.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't like to share, bruv. You understand? And I was scared to like ask my cousin, like, if I say to my cousin, yo, build me a spliff, you smoking weed? You think you're bad, yeah? You think you're me, blood? Boom in my chest. Oh, cousin, I'm trying to be bad, bro. Boom again, like. So I had to learn myself, bro. Because my elders would always say to me, don't smoke,
Really?
Like, don't be like us, get me?
Yeah.
We're going this way, you go that way. But they had all the girls, blood.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get.
Are you man? I'm gonna be you, man, blood. I got girls with me right now. I got the man, them, blood. Fuck these, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like it was all to do to be cool.
100%. Right.
Literally.
See, the streets do suck your dick.
Yeah.
Not all the time, though.
Yeah.
It's not on deck.
All right, that's it for Friday Night Pints. Thank you to Revitalyte. Go get your Revitalyte. Again, it is the only thing that's going to get you through the weekend, get you ready for Monday. I actually going to be slamming these this weekend because we have trivia starting starting Tuesday. Trivia starts Tuesday. Did any of you motherfuckers make the tournament?
Yeah, I'm in
Not
it.
even in the league,
I'm not
bro.
very confident.
Outside looking in.
Revitalyte, drink half before you go out, half in the morning. You'll be good. Don't have to go down the aisles at CVS. Don't have to be around the diapers. Don't do any of that. Get it at liquor stores. Get it, more importantly, at store.barstoolsports.com. The black label, the blue raspberry, the berry frost Revitalyte. Anything berry frost is the best. Ask Gatorade. Get it now. Store.barstoolsports.com. Hashtag Revitalyte Pints and at Drink Revitalyte. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching Friday Night Pints. Make sure you click on the bell icon below to keep up with notifications, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Strong drinks, full pints. Can't lose.
Can't lose.